shell. Is my hat floating? No, it's not. Pretend it isn't. My hat is totally not floating. No, 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 not at all. Let me see. Copy this. Alright, hold on. Let me post some messages. Oh, while you guys are waiting on me. Blunder. Oh, those were the days.
Play bingo while I play. https://panicdepartment.com/bingo.
Alright, I think that's enough music for y'all. Okay, everything's put together. Let me just get the game started and then we can go. It needs an update. Already? That's quick. Gotcha. Okay, it's just some little things, Alright, let's turn this music off and let's get the game started. Doop. All those were the days. Cool. Where's my game audio? There's my game audio. Alright, cool. Hi, welcome back everyone. I'm Cute Kuma and I do variety streams. This is the Mermaid Mass. Shout out to the devs for gifting me a key. Yesterday we played a little bit. We played a couple hours. We did a little bit of bingo. So I say set up a new card and let's get started. Let's get back into this. So last we left off, well, Captain Mortuga, Magnus Mortuga, so the captain of the Mortuga sub, mysteriously died. And now we're questioning the 8 people that live on this submarine, which is crazy. I kind of thought there'd be 1 or 2 people, but no, there's 8 people. So far we've run into a local writer. We've run into an actor who's playing a character from local writer's book. We've met up with the sleep doctor. And that's more or less kind of where we are. So, let's begin. Right, so we had chatted with him. Now, we were told to go back and talk to Sim. I do want to unlock stuff. Let's go and find Sim.
Alas, I am outwitted. My paltry facade undone.
I mean, yeah, I could see you blinking.
We could hear you breathing a little bit too. Sorry.
Bound are we by limitation of the flesh.
Your symmetry, is that right?
Symmetry Silkmoth, illusionist. And you? Are you not detectives both, in service to the captain?
Pretty much, yeah.
That's right.
And
Yeah.
should thou find me guilty, what punishment awaits?
We don't really plan that far ahead, to be honest.
Guilty?
Will we find you guilty?
My heart is burdened heavy, true, but not from murderer's guilt.
Okay, glad to hear it.
Technically, she just said she isn't feeling guilty. She didn't say she wasn't guilty.
True. I mean, what fun facts about? Is it an actual fun fact? 'Cause Dolphin's a little
So you're an
psychopath.
illusionist. What kind of tricks do you do?
My magic act is theatre-born and played upon a stage.
Oh, like with big props? Smoke and mirrors kind of stuff?
Smoke and mirror, crate and cage, doors and doubles both.
How long have you been doing it?
Okay.
Since approximate 12. I'm now approximate 18.
Approximate?
My sum of years I cannot say. Time hath kept no count.
Oh, okay.
Do you only do big stage magic? You don't, by any chance, do any close-up stuff?
Grimoire, she's not here to perform for you.
Cast thine eyes upon this card. On its back an image clear, a duck or rabbit's form. Think hard and choose with steady mind, and I'll predict the course of fate.
I like rabbits.
Okay, I'm thinking about it.
That's the trick. Sorry, but this is like the most basic optical illusion. There'll be a drawing that looks like a duck or a rabbit, depending on how you interpret it. What does it say?
That's the trick. Sorry, but this is like the most basic optical illusion. There'll be a drawing.
Okay, I get it. Very good. Well done.
Okay. Okay, Mortuga
Is
submarine.
this your bedroom?
My chamber shared with Cynthia Fair. Take a left down the hall.
Oh, so this room is, what exactly?
My place of toil.
What are you toiling on?
Many a thing, all a manner of things.
Keeping busy, huh?
I must remain of some use, lest I should become useless.
What would happen then?
Surely I'll be tossed into the sea, where I will promptly perish.
Uh,
Thereupon, my listless form becomes a meal for a passing sea turtle.
Symmetry.
But oh, the turtle finds me scant sustenance, and he too will perish, and we'll both be dead forever and ever.
Symmetry!
Well, okay then. Hold on, I'm checking my my bingo card. I don't have anything.
Scene opens. Submarine interior. Symmetry lies awake in bed.
We're really doing it like this.
She is restless, wrought with guilt.
Guilt about what?
A sudden movement of the submarine wakes Cynthia.
Yeah, she keeps saying guilt.
Cynthia,
What kind of guilt?
noticing Symmetry. Oh, you were already awake. What is wrong? The two young women briefly talk to one another.
Not gonna give us that bit?
Cynthia, getting up. Oh, I must go and inspect the control room. Exit Cynthia. Symmetry lays in bed a little longer. Symmetry, getting up. Oh, I must return to the Illusion Theatre. I cannot bear it.
Return?
The Illusion Theatre. The door is already open. Symmetry sees Captain Mortuga laying dead on the ground. She screams. She also sees a large face passing by the window.
You
What?
also saw a face.
A face outside the submarine.
Enter Dansum and Worman. Dansum. Oh, my dude, this is crazy.
Oh my
Worman
dude.
says nothing. Enter Madame Tadpole. In her wake, Mr. Grip, Cynthia, and Mariana. And after a short while, Dr. Zephyr. Madame Tadpole taking charge. Oh, which one of you is the murderer? Tell me now, so that ye may be punished appropriately.
I'm sure that's exactly what she said.
Exit Cynthia and Symmetry. Cynthia,
Y'all didn't
visibly
stay?
nervous.
Why didn't you stay?
Oh, but who will become captain now? Symmetry, pondering. Oh, do you think Mortuga wrote a will?
Not a bad question.
The two young women attempt to enter the captain's cabin, but the door is locked. They decide to visit the control room instead. Cynthia is now moving with urgency, and Symmetry is lagging behind. Cynthia emerges from the control room. She is holding several sheets of paper and the captain's logbook. Cynthia goes down the ladder. Symmetry follows behind. Outside Worman's bunk room, Symmetry noticing a piece of paper on the ground. Oh, surely this was dropped by Worman, as it is from his typewriter. I shall return it to whence it came. She places the paper back into the typewriter. Symmetry returns to her bedroom. Scene ends.
Okay. Oh, my pen ran out of ink. Okay. Mormon paper. I have my own notes that I'm taking. Well, I guess I can put murder. Alright, well, let's ask about people.
Like jagged face of coastal cliff, cut coarse by storms and swells of life long spent. Sleep a scant solace, bedeviled by a dream dug deep in folds of ever-furrowed brow. His broad form stood, once ox-strong and stout, now more malediction than man. Doomed to dwell down in the dark, the once light of a life once lived, now too luminous to look upon. Magnus Mortuga, number 1, The Turning Wheel.
Okay, what do I know about tarot? Not much, to be completely honest. But I suppose it's probably taking control.
Taking control?
No? Alright.
He'd dreamt our ship some boisterous boat, where tensions flowed and tempers boil. Alas, upon inspection showed, our home fell plenty short. Still he yearned for storm to swell, for keel to list, for sail to sway.
He was waiting for something to happen.
Something did happen. The captain was murdered.
And crime dark scene, but consequently came the freshest focus for his ever ponderous gaze. James
Okay.
Worman, number 7, The Empty Inkwell.
Apathy?
Apathy?
Okay, was that wrong?
An actor or a mage in guise, who sways men's souls with artful feigned truth.
You, think Dirk might be swaying our souls?
Fret not, as dwell he in this deep sea womb, his strengths divorced from skyward source.
Skyward source?
The sun, I'm guessing. How do you know he likes the sun so much?
Alone he's oft espied, atop our ship, and stood enrobed in warmer light.
Dirk goes up on deck a lot, huh?
By himself, I wonder.
Dirk Dansom, number 8, The Shiny Penny.
I don't think that's a tarot card. A fresh start?
Fresh start?
Okay.
His life's long hope to pierce the veil and breach those blackest bounds. Solitary once, no more, for help is found in frightened form of fair and freckled face.
She means herself.
I'm following.
A time bespent in chamber dream and changed to lofty quest. Then lo, a shock! Dismissed, bespurned, rejected. my lonesome purpose lost.
Why'd he do that?
Zachariah Zephyr, number 3, The Entangled Dream.
Overambition?
Overambition?
Okay.
You look kind of pale. Are you getting enough to eat?
Alas, by flesh and frame and bone and blood I set but little store.
Yeah, that's what I thought.
So what do you set store by?
Oh, like, what are my interests?
Yeah,
Enwrapped, enthralled, of cloth-in dolls, of effigies, of twins,
okay, sure.
of glass and gleam, of mirrored eyes, of phantoms falsely cast.
Fine. Mirrors, okay.
Oh! Of what, if aught, doth lay beyond this fleeting form of flesh?
Okay.
Huh.
Symmetry Silk Moth, number 4, The Unblinking Eye.
Obsession?
A good movie, by the way, if you haven't seen it. Recommend.
Lillian's Locket.
Looks familiar, don't you think?
I didn't know it had a name. Kindly close the book. I have no desire to look upon it longer.
Oh, sure. Here you go.
That face!
You know what it is?
Mine eye but chanced upon it. Nothing more.
Do you know how Zephyr's dream helmet works?
Oh,
His
dream helmet.
secrets
That's
are
my
his
thing.
own to keep.
Okay, but just for the record, you do know his secrets.
I am bound to share them not. Oh, my fog ball.
Your fog ball?
As carved and crafted.
You made it. What for?
Well, thou mayst use it to speak with Gregory.
Gregory?
Sorry, Gregory? We never met a Gregory.
You wouldn't have. He lives inside the ball.
Oh.
And he's my uncle.
Oh.
Oh.
And he's dead.
Oh.
Oh.
And fictitious.
Oh.
Hmm.
Hey, Sim. Do you know anything about this?
Hush, speaketh soft.
Okay? Do you know anything about this?
Nay. Who penned this page?
We don't really know who they...
Is she not aboard the ship?
She?
What makes you think it's a woman?
The handwriting? That's girl's handwriting.
I suppose.
It's so heavy. I can't imagine lugging this around everywhere.
Werman likes writing on it, I guess.
Wait,
And
do we just steal
supposedly,
this from
that's
him?
the whole reason he's here? To write his next book?
I think it's just as likely to be the exact opposite. That he's here because he doesn't want to write that book, but is here to hide from it.
Oh, okay. Very astute.
Employed it be to speak with unseeable souls?
Assuming you can get signal.
Who'd have thought that Dansome Dirk, of all our kin, is playing host to Hidden Ghost? An effigy of Dansome Dirk? Or doth it bear the form of former falling captain?
Technically, neither.
Care to explain what this is?
Nay,
Do you know what it is?
I.
I'm not sure if that was a pun or not.
Where'd you find it?
In the parlor, on the floor.
So someone dropped it?
Oh, right. We got
So
it
it
from
would
here.
seem.
Sim, look, it's you.
Oh, long faded yesteryear. I'm shocked you knew that she was me.
Yeah, I'm not sure you're old enough to say yesteryear in any context.
From the review, it sounds like your old magic show is pretty good.
I filled the house up every night.
So why'd you give it up?
There were other things I wished to learn, things not found upon that stage.
Okay.
This cauldron to Mortuga held deep worth,
Oh,
it seemed to
scratches.
me. When speaking of its somber form, his words were most severe.
What did he say about it?
Lay not thy hand upon its lid, lest thou be bound to ceaseless sorrow.
Is that a direct quote?
What's this?
How should I know?
It was hung up on the wall in the Illusion Theater.
So?
So, we
thought maybe you were the stargazing girl.
I am Symmetry Silkmoth.
Yeah, I know. I'm not contesting that. Never mind.
Odd reaction, but
What is it?
I do not know and dare not guess.
Ah, come on. One little guess.
It's not my place to muse upon the things in Chamber Dream.
It's from the Dream Chamber?
I thought Zephyr said it wasn't his. Or, well, no, he said it might be his. He couldn't remember if it was or wasn't.
You drew the sim?
I did.
And you hung it up on the wall? In the Illusion Theater?
I fully meant to take it down, but never had the chance.
What is it exactly?
Imprudent plans gone swift astray.
Plans for a new magic act?
Why'd you hang it upside down?
Upside down?
Yeah, I thought maybe it was part of some kind of trick or an illusion.
I didn't hang it upside down. I hung it right side up.
Really?
Okay, so maybe someone knocked it down and put it back up?
I find it hard to look away. Her flicker flame doth draw me in, and I am merest moth.
What is it? Some kind of monster from the bottom of the ocean?
No, not of the sea. She's of an even darker place.
That's space?
The fate
Boing.
awaiting guilty hearts once they are condemned.
What? You get turned into a weird little wooden goblin head?
Nay, bound in chains upon the deck and pulled along beside the ship.
Oh, jeez.
She's
Yeah,
not
okay.
serious. I don't think.
Oh, I'm reading this myself.
Oh, cool. Hey, did you like the bit where...
I am but midway through. Prithee, spoil it not.
Right, sorry.
The letter in fair Cynthia's hand,
Case
a plan
file?
devised by her and her alone.
The plan being...
Why, to hire a sleuth to seek the truth.
That's us. Couple of sleuths seeking the truth.
I implore, unravel swift this tangled tale, and name the knave ere further harm befall.
Further harm befall who?
With former captain slain, I feared the new be target too.
Oh. Wait, why'd you say 2? Like, the number? I mean, I would have missed that had there been subtitles, but... Okay, I say let's go into the next room. Let's check this spot out. Bing bong! Airlock Grotto. Hello?
Hey, it's me, Madam Tadpole. Yep, that's my name. First
Hi.
question. Go.
Are you a mermaid, or what's the deal?
Great question. Half mermaid. The top half, obviously. From the waist up, all mermaid. And as you can see, I have the legs of an ordinary human woman.
An ordinary human woman?
Who happens to be an Olympic-level swimmer.
God damn.
Second
okay.
question. Go.
Madam Tadpole's cool. And also on my bingo card. Tell me more about yourself, ma'am.
So, Madam Tadpole, you're a professional swimmer? Or a professional mermaid?
I'm not a professional anything, not anymore. I'm done with all that.
Do you have gills?
Nope, it's a tattoo. Sorry to disappoint.
That's cool.
That's
Why'd
a
you
cool
get
fucking
it?
tattoo, though.
I've always been real good at holding my breath underwater, like scary good. The other kids used to call me Fish Girl.
Ah, kids can be mean.
I'd say they had it right.
How come you're here on the submarine?
Okay, so I like to go diving. In the sea, deep.
Oh, like with an oxygen tank and a mask?
No. I don't use any of that stuff. Anyway, so one time I went too deep. I wasn't going to come back up. I was pretty much done for.
Her eyelashes are
Somehow
crazy.
Magnus found me, pulled me into a submarine. He brought me back. I owe him my life.
Wait, so are you from Silkworm? Were you living in the town?
Nope, I'm from far away.
Then how come you were diving into this bit of ocean?
Oh, well, yeah, I was visiting the town. For work.
What kind of work?
Performance art. Kinda. Like I said,
Kinda?
I'm done with all that.
So, Mortuga saved you from drowning, and you just decided to stay?
It's where I belong. The ocean. I had my fill of living on land. I've got no interest in going back.
Okay. I kind of want to draw her. I don't know. She's like really cool looking. Like, I don't know. I just think she's very neat.
Looks like you've made yourself pretty comfortable down here.
Magnus offered me one of the bunk rooms, but I turned him down. And yeah, over time, I turned the airlock into a nice little home for myself.
Where did you get all this stuff? The mirrors, the bottles.
Shipwrecks, shipping containers, you name it. If it falls into the ocean, I consider it fair game.
You go swimming out in the actual ocean.
Cool.
Of course.
Isn't it cold? And what about the water pressure?
What about him? That's for other people to worry about.
So, how do you get out into the sea? Or do you just go from up on deck?
See that hole in the middle of the room? Leads down into a big old water tank with a door that leads outside. I go out into the
Oh.
ocean every single day.
Jeez.
Cool.
I'm impressed.
Like I said, this is where I belong.
How long have you been living here?
I stopped worrying about times and dates. It doesn't mean much down here. But I know I arrived after Sim and before Dirk.
Do you get on with the other suspects?
Oh, sure. It's a nice group. I was closest with Magnus, though. He was one of a kind.
For Sim after Dirk. Night of the
I
murder.
remember the sub did a weird kind of tilt.
Hello,
Don't
hello.
know what it was, but anyway, it woke me up. So yeah, I'm trying to go back to sleep, but I can't because now there's all these footsteps outside my room. I get up and check outside. Nothing. So I check the bilge.
Was anyone in there?
No, but something's dripping into the water. I get a closer look, and it's blood coming
Oh.
through the drain that connects to the room above. So I head up there to check. The door's locked. I open it up
You unlocked it? How?
by turning the wheel. So, okay, I guess it's not really locked. More like shut.
Could anyone turn that wheel?
Probably not. It takes some upper body strength. I go
She does
inside,
look like she's
and that's
built.
when I find him. Dead. Killed, looks like. I get angry. I'm out for revenge. I gotta find the guy who did it. So I run to the mess hall. Nobody. Climb up to the parlor. Nobody. Then I notice the hatch up to the foredeck was left open. Someone's making an escape, I think. Cowardly. I go up on deck. Nobody. I look across to the aft deck.
Let me guess. Nobody.
Nah, there was a demon. Yep. Glowing eyes, single horn coming out of the head, like an antler, kind of.
Was it a
Huh?
person?
I don't know, maybe. It was dark. I could only really make out the eyes, and it wasn't looking at me. It was looking out to the side, at the ocean, I guess. Then it starts talking.
What did it say?
No idea. Alien language.
What?
Okay, even I'm making notes now. This is the best demon we ever got.
Oh yeah, there was this big green light. Not sure where it was coming from, though. It can't be anything good, I figure. Better put a stop to it. So I took one of the oars off the old rowing boat and threw it. Hard. Direct hit. Its head came off, pretty sure. I saw it fall into the ocean.
Suspect vanquishes demon with
Oh,
improvised
the
javelin.
face.
After that, the green glow went away, so now it's too dark to see anything. I want to be sure, so I jump off the side and swim over to the aft deck. But nope, nothing. Then I dive down past the back of the sub to take a look around.
Did you see anyone?
No. Not. No.
Oh.
How should I put this? I'm pretty sure I was being watched. Like I could feel.
Wait, didn't
something
Zephyr
was out
say
there
he
with
saw
me.
someone?
I don't know. Sorry.
No,
Did you
Dirk
ever
did.
find the head of the demon or whatever it was? You said it fell into the ocean.
Oh, yeah. I did, actually. It was right there, floating in the water. Turns out it was this leather mask kind of thing.
A mask?
Like a full head mask,
Mask.
kind of like a balaclava.
Do you still have it?
Nope. I took it back inside the submarine, left it right here in the airlock, and, it's gone. I think it got stolen.
That's,
Take it.
disappointing.
Tadpole,
Okay.
you didn't finish your statement.
Right. I left the airlock, told Cynthia to gather up the others and come up to the storeroom. Zephyr was in the mess hall. I told him to come too. So I go to the storeroom. Dirk's there with Werman and Sim. Everyone else shows up shortly after.
So, you all gathered at the crime scene. What happened?
Nobody wanted to admit to murder, so it was a bit of a stalemate. Most of the others made excuses and scurried off. Zephyr, Grip, and I stayed behind. I guess we were the ones who knew Magnus best. That's it. Story's over. Get out of here.
No, get out. No, get out. I have questions, nigga.
I really liked him. He wasn't like anyone else I've met.
What did you like about him?
He was this great combination of super introverted and super proactive. Like you'd be complaining that you had a headache or whatever, and he wouldn't say a word. But then the next morning, you'd wake up and find painkillers beside your bed.
Oh.
Kinda creepy, sneaking into your room at night.
And where would he get painkillers on a submarine?
The point is, he actually cared about other people. Really, the only person he was hard on was himself.
Go on.
Well, for one, he never let himself leave the submarine, even if he wanted to.
Did he
Really?
want to?
I think so.
Then what was stopping him?
I wish I could say.
Okay, Magnus couldn't leave, didn't want to leave. Leave sub, question mark, question mark?
Now, when Werman got here, that's when things got interesting.
Why?
Yeah?
Because he's a famous author?
Oh no, I don't care about that. I don't read pulp literature.
Oh, right.
Then what's so interesting?
Okay, so, Werman's from Silkworm, just like Mortuga. And after he arrived on the submarine, Mortuga spent a lot of time talking with him.
Wait, you think they knew each other from before? From when they both lived in the town?
No, but I do think they share a connection.
Like maybe they have a mutual friend or something?
Something like that.
Then it seems like Mortuga would have wanted Werman on the submarine if he had something to gain from it, even if it was just information.
What information, though? What was Mortuga trying to find out?
Dirk's got a little crush on me, pretty
Oh,
sure.
yeah?
Cute.
He's a good egg, but he's not my type. I don't go in for the Boy Scout look. Now, if he grew a beard, then I'd be
Okay.
open for negotiation.
Sure, I could see that.
Sorry, could we maybe talk about something more relevant?
Shoot, hold on. Maybe a beard would look good on Dirk.
Yeah, Zephyr and I had a little falling out.
Over
Oh.
what? Something to do with his experiments?
In theory, I really don't care what he does in his lab. I just didn't like that he dragged Sim into it.
What do you mean?
When I first got here, Sim was working for Zephyr in the Dream Chamber.
What were they working on? Researching dreams, I guess?
Well, sure, that was part of it. They even had Mortuga as a test subject at one point.
They were researching Mortuga's dreams?
Look, it's not the dreams that were the problem. It's the communicating with spirits from the other world stuff.
Oh, like talking with the afterlife.
Zephyr's a grown man. If he wants to research that stuff, he's free to do so. But Sim's still young. I didn't want her getting misled, so I put a stop to it.
How?
Ah.
I made Zephyr tell Sim he didn't need her anymore.
Ouch.
It's for the best.
Okay.
Sim's quite delicate. She's got some real self-worth issues.
She's kinda eerie.
Mm-hmm.
And she's got this 1,000-yard stare, like a rabbit in the headlights.
She's got a unique way of speaking, too.
Yeah, I'm still not sure how much of it is sincere and how much is residual from her time performing on stage. I have heard her talking more normally, though, when she's with Cynthia.
What about Sim's parents?
Orphan. As far as I
Aw.
know, she was homeless for a while, until the
no.
system picked her up and she got moved into the theater.
So she's never had any kind of normal life.
Nope. That 1,000-yard stare's starting to make a little more sense now, huh?
Miss Tadpole, you said you were an Olympic-level swimmer.
Oh, sure. They never let me compete, though. I got banned way back when I used to swim in regionals.
Why? What did you do?
Nothing.
mermaid thing?
They just decided I had certain physical abnormalities that made it unfair to the other swimmers.
That kind of sucks.
That
It's
does.
whatever. I never really cared about competing anyway.
So what did you do after you
Kind
got
of
back?
racist.
Oh, you know, left home, traveled, got a job, quit that job, traveled some more.
And have you always been green?
Oh, you finally built up the courage to ask, huh? No, it was a reaction to some chemicals we used in a little water tank I used to swim in. The doctor said it's reversible, but I couldn't afford the treatment, so yeah, I'm green.
Are you not a half mermaid? Were you fucking with me? I mean, I still think she's cool looking.
Do you recognize any of these objects?
The mermaid's tongue, rumored to be lost at sea.
You've heard of it? Tadpole?
Oh, no, not by name.
Maybe Zephyr was trying to get hold of it.
Yeah, maybe he was.
Oh, I mean, he has it.
This pattern looks a bit like a dream catcher.
What's a dream catcher?
It's something you hang in your bedroom window when you're a teenage girl.
Bingo.
I see.
That belongs to Sim, I'm pretty sure. It's something to do with her old magic act.
You might be right, but we found it in Zephyr's dream chamber.
Still, I told him to give all her stuff back. I'll have to have a word with him.
Any idea what Zephyr's keeping in this bottle?
Whatever it is, he dumps it into the ocean every single night.
What? What do you mean?
Every evening, he comes by the airlock and empties the bottle into the water tank below.
And the water tank leads out into the ocean.
Yeah, and then each morning he comes by with the empty bottle and fills it back up again.
Why? What's he doing?
I've never managed to work it out.
Hex bottle.
Oh, I don't know anything about that.
You sure?
Never seen it before. What?
Nothing.
Just curious.
I really don't know why Werman brought that bulky old thing with him.
That's no way to talk about Dark.
Maybe the typewriter's got some kind of sentimental value.
It must do, otherwise he'd upgrade to something more modern. I don't doubt he could afford it. I kinda wish Dirk hadn't brought that onto the submarine.
Why?
Feels like it breaks some unspoken rule, having contact with the outside world. You know, I think I'd make a pretty good action figure. Maybe a bath toy with little legs that kick when you wind me up.
I'll buy it.
Same. I think that'd be cool.
Where did you find that?
Yeah, it was in Sims.
Oh, we just found it lying around in a corridor. What is it?
It's Magnus's key. It unlocks his cabin.
Really?
Oh.
Yeah, you just gotta push the iris, and the key pops out the back, see?
That feels kind of violent.
So, you need this to lock or unlock the captain's cabin.
Uh-huh. Magnus only locked that door on rare occasions, but whenever he did, he used this key.
And, the cabin is?
Down the hall from the parlor, at the very back of the submarine. Where did you find this?
Symmetry had it. Does it not belong to her?
No, it belongs to Magnus.
Just the front page? Or did he have the whole newspaper?
Just this one page.
Why is he so interested in Sim's old magic act?
He's not.
Okay.
All I can say for sure is that at one time, this cauldron spent several years underwater. Not just underwater, but in the ocean. I can tell by the growth of the barnacles and algae.
There's no growth on the inside, though. Or on the lid.
Yeah, I noticed that too.
Okay.
I'm pretty sure Magnus kept this in the storeroom.
He had it covering the cauldron, I guess?
It seems likely.
Just to protect it from dust?
Or maybe he was specifically keeping it hidden.
This was on the floor of the crime scene. Do you know what it is?
Poison, maybe?
We don't know that. We don't know what it is.
Doesn't make any sense for it to be poison. Magnus was killed with a blade, something sharp.
Right, but there wasn't anything like that at the crime scene.
Well, then it must be somewhere else. I saw posters just like this up on the walls in Fortuna Hall.
You went to see Symmetry's show?
No, by the time I came through the town, she'd already left.
But her posters were still up.
Yeah, the owner was scrambling to find something new. I don't think she wanted to admit she'd lost her star act.
The theater owner, that's Baroness Fortuna?
That's her.
And did she ever find a new show?
No. It didn't work out.
Oh no.
What?
Oh, you got real
I feel
quiet.
like I know what this is.
The thing in the painting. You've seen it?
Not seen it. More like felt it. I'm pretty sure it's out there. Maybe even right now.
Should we be worried about this?
That's up to you.
I'm concerned.
Magnus wouldn't bring this inside the submarine, but he didn't seem to want to get rid of it either.
So it must have some kind of purpose.
We already know what it does. We saw it on the way in. It shines a big green light so you know where to go to find the submarine.
So the main character is inspired by Magnus Mortuga?
I think so. But Worman changed his name to Marcus Mordu.
Nice. Real subtle. Cynthia had to ask my help when writing this up. She wanted to put Magnus's age, but she didn't know it.
How come you did?
He and I were friends. I was really trying to get to know him.
Sounds like that might have been kind of an uphill struggle.
Yeah, he didn't really like to talk about himself.
Okay.
It's a collection of small mirrors.
You know, it might be fun to start a mirror collection.
Oh yeah.
I could really see myself doing that.
Boo.
Looks like a jellyfish.
It's 2 glass bowls and some seashells.
Right. But what does it look like?
Jellyfish.
Decorative seaweed.
It really ties the room together. She sells seashells by the seashore.
Terrible place to sell seashells. Anyone can get them for free. They're just lying around.
True.
It's a ladder. It doesn't go anywhere, though.
I imagine it's for lowering into the hole so you can climb down.
Oh.
Or, you know, you could use it to display your collection of rusty jewelry. Old glass bottles.
Looks like they've all been salvaged from the ocean.
Hey, this one has a message inside.
Ooh, let me see. A glass bottle messily sealed with wax. A sheet of paper is rolled up inside. Curse in the cauldron. A small room within the bowels of the ship. His lifeless body lies in the shadow of an ancient stone cauldron. The cauldron's heavy iron lid has never been unlocked. It's never been opened. Wait. For all his strength, he ultimately proved powerless against the lure of the unknown. On this morning, the cauldron has been unlocked. On this morning, it is wide open. Hey! Miss Ma'am.
Where did you get this bottle from?
I found it in the ocean, like everything else in here.
When? Recently?
Yeah, this morning.
Was it near the submarine?
This
Of
morning?
course, I never go too far out.
Are you gonna open it up?
No way. It's a message in a bottle. If I opened it, it'd just be a message and a bottle. Not nearly as interesting.
Okay, but sorry, did you not see what was like written on it?
I do kind of want to see what's on that piece of paper.
You can read it just fine.
But what if there's something on the back?
So what, you want to break it open?
Maybe,
Kinda.
yeah.
Hey, I don't go around breaking your stuff.
It's a diving helmet. One of those old, heavy ones.
You think it's a safe?
Nah, looks pretty dangerous.
A safe.
Oh,
Oh. needs to be a well, that's not gonna work.
That's the one.
Got it. That was an easy puzzle. Cool, and that means I can put that on my bingo card. Hey, I got a bingo.
Good job.
Thank you.
What's inside?
A rugged, blood-stained pocketbook. It was hidden in the airlock. Ah. 1111. Okay.
That's a big mirror.
It's the kind of mirror you'd walk through to get to Mirror World.
You've been to Mirror World? What's it like?
On reflection, it's not that great.
Ugh. Sally, how do you feel about swimming?
So.
Nope, not happening.
Okay. I want to look though. Oh, there's a
It's
chest.
a treasure chest. We can't reach it while it's underwater.
What a tease.
I'll be back. Okay, let's go to the bilge real quick. Bilge, bilge.
It's almost pitch black in here.
I'm guessing you didn't bring a flashlight.
Can we use the phone?
We can use Dirk's cell phone. Do you think he'll mind?
Probably not.
This is sick. Okay.
Point it here.
Here?
No, not there. Over here.
Like this?
You're doing it wrong. Point it over here.
Over here?
A switch.
See? I knew what I was doing.
Dumb luck.
It looks like some kind of dial.
Oh. Do these turn? Oh, these turn. Okay, I mean... That's one. close. Oh, wait, is this it?
That's not it.
So we can rotate the glass, and we can turn the outer dials, which also rotates the glass orbs, but in a different way. No, not like that. Wait, that's not gonna work because I need this here. And the crowd goes crazy. Not VR, 3D, but here you go. Flippies. I also have wiggly ears. Okay, so I need this down here. Can I like flip it like this and that does it? No? Oh, hold on. No. Take your dreads. I don't have dreads. This down here. Okay. How do I need to rotate this for this to work? Okay, what am I doing wrong? Yeah, now what am I doing wrong?
It's a meme. Oh no. Am I out of the loop? I might not know that one. Maybe this is the one that needs to be like this. No, because that's... Oh wait, hold on. If I flip it all the way around. Haha. Okay. So maybe this is the one, and then this is the one. It goes like this. Okay, I think I'm running into the exact same situation I was running into on the other side. Oh, wait. I don't know what I did, but I did it.
Wrong.
What do you mean?
Looks like the solutions shown on those two little screens with the red and white lights.
Is it not?
I think either of the orbs could produce either of the solutions.
Did I not do
So it doesn't matter which way around we do it.
Is it? I feel like I did it.
We have to rotate the glass orbs so the red and white balls match the solutions on the screens.
In that case, we'll need to make it so certain balls are hidden behind other ones.
Am I not doing this right? Like this?
That was right.
Okay, I just need to move it. Oops, sorry. I just need to move it a little bit to the left. That was mildly
I'm
confusing.
impressed.
So I had it right. Just it needed to rotate a teeny tiny bit, just a little. Wow.
What's this?
A license card has been cut in half and taped back together. It was found in the bilge. Oh. Free diving. Limited visibility, deep diving, high pressure. Ocean Rescue, Divers Association. Okay. Okay. She wasn't always green.
What is that?
I have no idea. It's some kind of strange device.
What should we call it?
What in the hell? Do I have that on my list? I do not.
A glass bottle.
That's just trash.
And don't be so quick to dismiss it. One man's trash is another man's... Oh, yeah, no, it's just trash. Yeah, this room smells like rust and dirty seawater.
I kind of like it.
I knew you were gonna say that. You always like the worst smells. The light is coming through an open drain in the ceiling.
A drain in the floor of the room above, you mean?
Literally the same thing.
No. Because the ceiling seals the room. No, I'm kidding. You guys ever see that meme of or like it was an old Vine, but it was like these two guys like talking about like you know, how roof doesn't have a ceiling. And he's like, look, the roof don't got no ceiling. It's like, it doesn't have a ceiling. Why not? And then, yeah, like, they eventually came to the conclusion that it's called a ceiling because it seals the room. It's very funny. Engine room. No, I think I found Grip.
Hello? Is anyone there?
I think there's someone in that basket.
What on earth are you doing?
Ah, customers! Come in, and welcome to Mr. Grip's Emporium.
Wait, what?
I guess he's Mr. Grip.
What's that? You'd like a succinct yet exhaustive rundown of our operational philosophy?
I don't think I
Sure.
said that.
Here at
Sure,
Mr.
sure.
Grip's, we plot the unplottable, chart the unchartable, and measure the unmeasurable. No sea too vast, no night too dark, no fog too thick. With the right contraption in your pocket, even the great unknown may be quantified and calculated. So fret not, noble navigator, as we stock all the essentials.
I don't have gold, my
Grimward,
guy.
you don't have any money?
I don't have any gold coins, no.
Boo! Hello? I don't have money.
Grimward, you don't have
I
any...
don't have any gold coins.
I'm sorry, you can't afford this item.
I don't want it.
For fuck's
I'm afraid.
sake.
I know! I'm not trying to buy anything.
Let me out!
Apologies, you can't afford that one.
Mr. Grip, we're not customers. We're detectives. We need to talk to you.
Oh. The sudden change in tone.
Why didn't you say so? Now, what is it you wanted to know?
Can I get your full name?
Godric Grip of Mr. Grip's Emporium.
God.
And that's this little shop you run down here in the engine room for some reason.
This is merely the newest branch. The flagship site is back in Circuum-on-Sea.
Yeah, we saw it. It's all boarded up.
Yes, well, I can't make a living selling compasses to the ghosts in a ghost town, can I?
So that's what you do? Sell compasses? Seems kind of niche.
We buy, sell, and service all manner of nautical navigation equipment. What's that? Ah, yes, we also provide cartographic consultation. We'll analyze and decipher any map, all for a low, low fee. Some maps may be invalid, fee to be decided on a case-by-case basis.
Sorry, did you just
okay.
talk to your stick?
You mean Cornelius Kane?
And he's given it a name. Great.
Don't ask any follow-up questions. Maybe he'll let us move on. How'd you wind up here?
I crashed my hot air balloon into the ocean. Whole thing came down.
Oh
Dreadful.
no.
And of course, I've never been a swimmer, don't have the upper body strength.
How'd you crash your balloon?
A rather spirited disagreement with a flock of migratory pelicans led to an abrupt
Sure, okay. And the actual reason?
storm.
There we go.
Wait, so you're an aeronaut? I thought you were a shopkeeper.
Yes, well, you're quite right, of course. But I've been inspired to leave my shop behind and head out on a journey of discovery into the great unknown. That was the plan, at least. As you can see, I didn't make it very far at all.
So there's a storm, the balloon crashes, you fall into the ocean. Then what?
Enter Captain Mortuga. He finds me adrift, fishes me out of the water, and promptly places me here.
In the engine room?
Okay.
Was every other room taken?
On the contrary, only Mortuga and Zephyr were living here when I arrived, so I rather had the run of the place. Cornelius and I just agreed this would be the best place to set up shop, as it were.
Why did you set up your shop again? You just said you'd been inspired to leave it behind.
I had to make myself useful somehow, didn't I?
Useful. You're the second person to say useful.
Let's see. I'd taken Cornelius up to the mess hall. Poor fellow needed a little repair work, you see.
Were you alone up there? Aside from Cornelius, I mean.
No, Werman was there, working away on his typewriter. Then, all of a sudden, somebody new came down the ladder. A woman by the name of Mariana Moon. Werman and
Someone
I
found
conversed
her.
with her for a few minutes before Mortuga himself entered the room. He passed through towards the child's room and the storeroom, but before he left, he asked us to provide Mariana with a tour of the submarine. Werman feigned a sudden fatigue and slithered off back to his room, leaving me as the solitary tour guide.
You do kinda look like a tour guide, to be honest.
Yes, well, I won't bore you with a blow-by-blow. I'm sure Mariana will cover that in her statement. Suffice it to say, we ended up in the bilge at the very back of the submarine. And there we were, standing in the dark, when all of a sudden, a voice echoed down from above.
Mortuga's voice?
No, a young woman's, possibly two different women. The voices were followed by the sound of a blade, and finally a dull thud, like something hitting the ground.
One guy
Sounds like a
reminds you of
murder to me.
Markiplier.
What did Mariana make of all this?
Kinda looks like I can see it.
Apparently satisfied by our impromptu eavesdropping session, she made her farewells and left.
You didn't go
Okay,
with her?
two voices
No,
and a
I
blade.
stayed a little longer.
Did you hear any other weird noises?
I did. First, the sound of the storeroom door wrenching open and then closing again. Secondly, some kind of short, heavy scrape, mechanical. And finally, a dull thud, like something hitting the ground.
Sorry, again?
How many murders were there?
I didn't really know what to do with myself after that, but an unexpected lurch of the submarine caused me to very nearly topple over into the bilge water. So I
Wait.
decided to take my leave and return to the safety of my engine room.
You didn't want to go upstairs and see what was going on?
I certainly thought about it. Ultimately, I think it came down to cowardice on my part.
You didn't want to run to the murderer.
So, let's see. I was sat there, feeling rather pathetic, when Cynthia appeared in my doorway.
What did she want?
Well, she had a compass she wanted me to fix. I agreed to take a look at it for her, but that wasn't the end of it. She then told me she'd been asked to bring me upstairs, along with everyone else. And so, after fetching Mariana from next door, the three of us went up to the storeroom. I saw Mortuga's body laying on the floor, saw the cut across his neck. The cowardice I'd felt before, compounded. Tadpole spoke to the room. She wanted a confession, or even just an explanation. It goes without saying that nobody was willing to offer one. Really, that's the end of it. After that, several things happened very quickly. Cynthia became captain, decided to bring in a detective. You two arrived, and here we are.
Okay, interesting. So he heard two women talking. A thud. Except that sounded like a knife. And then he heard another thud later on. And then the thing tilted, which is what woke a lot of people up. So somebody must have gotten into the whatchamacallit. Someone had to have gotten into the cauldron, I guess. Alright, well, let's ask.
He lived and worked in the inn opposite my emporium. I'd see him when I offered my custom at the inn, and in return, he'd come by my shop. As a sailor, Mortuga shared in my interest of nautical navigation. He even hired me for a job once.
Did he tell you he was planning to go live on a submarine?
I don't think he told anybody. After his disappearance, all I had was several largely unsatisfactory rumors. They said he disappeared into the sea, whatever that was supposed to mean. The first time I laid eyes on his eponymous submarine was when it rescued me from my fallen balloon. I can't tell you how surprised I was to see Magnus Mortuga step out onto the foredeck, although he wasn't quite the same man I'd known before.
How so?
The light in his eyes was dulled, like he wasn't really there.
And what had happened to him?
Well, I'd never found out, but you know, perhaps the rumors were true after all. Perhaps he had disappeared into the sea.
Okay.
I never got the details out of either of them, so I can't confirm this. But I believe Werman was invited onto the submarine by Mortuga himself.
Really? Why?
It's very strange. I can't for the life of me imagine why Mortuga would bring a journalist on board.
Worman's an author, not a journalist.
Well, he used to be a journalist. He wrote for the local newspaper. And I will say he doesn't seem to have lost the instinct to always be on the lookout for a story.
Okay.
I noticed Dirk seems to be trying to tell Werman what to write in his book.
Is he just trying to make sure Worman gets it done? Or is he trying to get him to write it in a certain way?
A little of both, I'd wager.
Maybe he's in league with Worman's publisher.
Dirk? That can't be right. If I recall correctly, he told me he worked for something called, oh yes, thank you, Cornelius. Wit and Whimsy, that was it. But I'm not sure what
It's a movie production company. It's owned by Vincent Van de Peer. He's a director and producer.
Well, someone's well informed.
Vincent once went location scouting in the swamp where I worked as a gift shop sales clerk.
Ah, of course.
What'd you make of old Dr. Zephyr? Not a fan?
There's been some speculation that his experiments may be dangerous or even harmful. Although it's hard to be sure, since he seems so reluctant to admit what they actually are.
You don't even know? I would have thought, since you've both been here for a while.
Well, yes, Zacharias was one of the only 2 souls aboard the submarine when I arrived, but he never made me feel especially welcome, and he certainly wasn't keen on me poking around his dream chamber. In fact, he always seemed somewhat wary of me, like my arrival was going to scupper his plans in some way.
I guess Zephyr and Mortuga weren't expecting anyone else to show up.
I will say, in the last day or so, Symmetry does seem particularly somber.
Because of Mortuga's death?
Yes, the problem seems to be that she considers herself a kind of catalyst.
Does she? Why?
Well, I believe she'd been working on some new project, and shortly before Mortuga died, Symmetry shared this project with him.
And?
And then he dies. It's probably just bad timing.
What kind of project was it?
I really have no idea. What's that? Oh, yes. Cornelius tells me he saw Symmetry drawing something while in the mess hall. A poster, apparently?
Right.
I'm convinced Tadpole is just branding. Nobody names their child Tadpole. Come on.
Why would she need branding?
You're serious? She's all branding. The name, the look, the identity as a half-mermaid, it's all theatrics.
I just don't get why she'd need to have a fake identity like that.
No, she doesn't. Not anymore. It's vestigial, I think. Left over from some previous endeavor.
Weird, isn't it? Bringing your old branding with you onto the submarine. What would be the point?
Before this thrilling little jaunt on the Mortuga submarine, I'd lived in Silkworm all my life. I worked for my father and eventually inherited his business. Godman Grip's nautical and aeronautical precision measurement and navigation instruments.
Snappy title.
I eventually trimmed the name down to just Mr. Grip's Emporium. That was around the same time I hired young Cornelius here as a much-needed second pair of hands.
He's a stick.
Right,
He does not have hands.
Yes, running that business was my whole life for many years. Slow, sometimes tedious work, but I was extremely good at it. I especially relished in the task of deciphering and restoring old maps. The more decrepit they were, the more I enjoyed it.
And now you live in the engine room of a submarine. Must be a big change.
Yes and no.
Alright, let's ask about the clues.
Do you know what this does?
Doesn't appear to do anything, does it? Perhaps it's broken.
Could you fix it?
I only deal with the mechanical, the clockwork, and, at a push, the hydraulic.
Is that not mechanical?
Tonya Tabdell. There you go. Sorry. Oh, I don't know. She probably did it to reduce drag, like an aerodynamics thing. Hydrodynamics, I guess, if that's a thing.
He'll just have an entire conversation by himself, huh?
Who does this belong to? Wilfred Winterbottom?
Who's that?
Who?
I just made him up.
Oh,
Okay.
then no.
Thank you.
And what do you make of this?
A message in a bottle?
There's a little drawing, too. Some kind of symbol?
To me, it looks like a diagram.
Where did this bottle come from?
I'm pretty sure Tadpole fished it out of the ocean.
That's how she got all the stuff in her room, I think.
Well, that's a delightful little habit, isn't it? Good heavens.
Something catch your eye?
Rumored to be lost at sea. Requires a special key. Is that right?
The mermaid's tongue? Do you know anything about it?
Everyone's super interested. I've
No.
seen this.
Can't say I do. Based on this, I wonder if it may not even be real. After
I've
all, there isn't
literally
even
seen
a
it.
photograph. That's just a drawing.
Do you know if Zephyr made
I've
this himself?
literally seen this
He must
thing.
have done. He didn't have it when I first got here. In fact, I'm pretty sure he measured Mortuga's head to get the shape right. Haha, a crystal ball. Oh, how quaint. What's that? What's it for? Oh, you know, the usual. Whispering questions into the great unseen beyond, hoping without hope to get a response. There's some kind of pattern. It almost looks pictorial.
Does it mean something?
It might do. I imagine poor old Zephyr's been trying his best to figure it out. Ink on the back of this letter or code needs detailing when and vowed to find a motive is happening. This Ibis person claiming to have information on Mortuga.
You know who that is?
No, Mortuga never mentioned anyone by that name. Not to me, anyway.
Okay.
Werman's still attempting to wrestle his grand opus into existence, is he? I rather thought he'd be done by now. I don't really deal in anything post-industrial revolution. Try Cynthia.
Oh?
Teenage girl, cell phone. Just seems like a natural fit, wouldn't you say?
Fair. Also, Cynthia's a teen.
That's the captain, is it? And her accessories are a compass and a map.
So?
So they made her the navigator and the captain. Typical navigator erasure. Where on earth did you find this?
It was just lying around. Do you know what it is?
What I do know is that it belonged to Mortuga.
But you don't know what it was actually for.
I couldn't say with any academic certainty.
Okay.
Godric
Interesting
grips
he doesn't know
nautical
what it
and
is.
aeronautical precision measurement and navigation instruments. Great name.
As well, this was shortly before the rebrand.
Why'd you decide to rebrand the shop?
You see, the news about the Silkworm Serpent put the town in a particular sort of mood. Interest in all things nautical adventure was on the rise, you know. They put up that statue, we get tourists even.
So you capitalized on the zeitgeist.
Look at you, using the vocabulary.
So what's the deal with this cauldron?
I've no idea.
Really? I figured you've been here a while. Surely Mortuga would have mentioned it.
He never did. Seems like he was keeping it secret
From who?
from everyone.
Why would it need to be a secret?
Maybe he just wanted it all for himself. Yeah, whatever was in there, I mean.
It wasn't really Mortuga's modus operandi to be selfish like that. Quite honestly, it's more likely to be the exact opposite.
What, so keeping it secret was him being selfless, somehow?
Like if it was dangerous. He kept it hidden as a way of keeping you all safe.
Maybe. Possibly.
This is from a ship's sail.
I think so.
Did you sell sails?
Probably.
In your shop?
No, ship parts like that fell within the remit of the Drummond shipyard, a few doors down.
We think Mortuga might have dropped this when he was killed.
You can think that all you like. Personally, I think it came from somewhere else.
If it wasn't dropped by Mortuga, perhaps it was dropped by the culprit?
Might have been neither.
You're suggesting this bottle made its own way into the crime scene?
Maybe.
Cornelius tells me
Like
he
the
spotted
bottles
Miss
are
Silkworm
red herring.
drawing this while she was in the mess hall.
What's it a drawing of, exactly?
Let's have a look, shall we? Ah, that's symmetry, I assume. And she's sitting on the cauldron, facing a window? Ah, yes. Can't really miss it, can you?
It's creeping me out, but I really want to know what it is.
I wouldn't lose sleep over it if I were you.
The music changed.
Wonderful, isn't it? Cornelius thinks it might be his great-grandmother. For all I know, he may be right.
It belonged to Mortuga, I assume?
Yes, and to me it sits right alongside that iron bell in his office and that stone cauldron in the storeroom.
Iron Bell.
Together, they form Mortuga's collection of inexplicably cursed-looking nautical artifacts.
Maybe they do form a set.
Let's see here. Nope, doesn't say it anywhere. No based on, no inspired by.
Inspired by what?
True events. And then again, I suppose it is largely imaginary and mostly guesswork. I'd imagine that gets him off the hook. No bladed weapon of any kind was found in the room. Yes, I noticed that too.
The missing murder weapon. Classic.
Any idea where it might be, or what?
Not yet.
Okay, so we've asked them all the questions. Let's look around.
Sail on now.
Can I buy something with my wages?
We don't get paid until we solve the mystery.
What if we don't solve it? Do I still get paid? Grimoire? Is that the balloon part of a hot air balloon?
I think so. And it's branded with a logo. Mr. Grip's Emporium.
How many mystery writers does it take to change a light bulb? 2. One to hold the bulb, and the other to give it an unexpected twist.
Nice. It's a big compass.
Let me see. A broken compass that's in the process of being fixed. It was on display in Grip's shop. Okay.
Who are these guys?
Just some of my satisfied customers.
Oh, yeah?
A selection of some of my more unusual compasses. Please peruse at your leisure.
Ooh, okay, it's a puzzle. This compass tries to point away from all the others. This compass doesn't want to solve this puzzle right now. This compass is actually a clock in disguise. This compass tries to point at all the others. Ah, okay. Wait. That one's following me. The green one? Do you only follow this one? Okay, hold on. Let me move all of these over to one side. And see who tries to point away. So I think this one's right. This one points away, and then one of them's a clock in disguise. Well, hold on. Are you the clock in disguise? Because that one's got, like, what looks like a clock hand.
Nope.
So there's 4 slots, and each one needs a compass to go in it. The
Yeah.
labels are all describing a particular compass, I guess.
Uh-huh. Okay, I think that's right.
I guess that's wrong.
I think we'd get more information about how each compass. And pay attention to the needles while you're doing it.
Uh-huh.
Nothing.
It's really all about the behavior of the needles.
At least one of them doesn't seem to be a compass at all. Nothing.
It's really all about
At least one of them doesn't seem to be a compass.
Okay. Like, I'm pretty sure this one's the clock. Because look, I think if we watch it carefully, I'm pretty sure it's moving. Yeah, see, it's moving. So that one's the clock. This one really follows this one. Wait, is this one moving? Okay. Well, hold on. Like this?
Nothing.
It's really all
At
about.
least one of them doesn't seem to be a compass at all. Nothing.
It's really
At
all.
least one of them doesn't seem to be a compass.
Okay, so this one's definitely a clock. I got that, because look, it's made a full rotation. Ew, gross. Get out of here. This one I'm confused on. Because I figured since it's got, like, you know, the 4 arrows. Like, maybe it's, you know, this one. The compass tries to point at all the other arrows. Or point at all the others. Because, like, that makes sense. Because, you know, like, no matter where we put, like, see, it's pointing if we do like this. You know what I mean? This one.
Nothing.
It's really
At least one of them doesn't seem to be. Nothing.
It's really
At least one of them doesn't seem to be. Nothing.
It's really
At least one of them doesn't seem to be.
Okay.
Nothing.
It's really
At least one of them doesn't seem. Nothing.
It's really
At least one of them doesn't seem. Nothing.
It's really-
At least one of them doesn't seem.
Aw.
Nothing.
It's really
At least one of them doesn't seem to be a couple.
Okay, I mean, that follows the blue one. If I were to do this... Oh, wait. Okay, so maybe the red one.
Nothing.
It's really
At least one of them doesn't seem to be a couple.
Do you point away?
Nothing.
it's really
At
all
least one of them doesn't seem to be a compass at all.
Because this one makes sense here, because this isn't a compass, this is a clock. So, you can see how it doesn't move with the other ones. So this one makes sense. This one doesn't.
Nothing.
it's
At
really
least one of them doesn't seem. Nothing.
it's really
At least one of them doesn't seem to be a couple.
Okay.
Nothing.
it's really
At least one of them doesn't seem.
I'm so confused. Because this one follows. Because, yeah, see, this one follows the other compasses. Like, hold on, if I were to move this. See, it follows it. Then let's move this one here. See, follows. Here, move that. Follows. Follows. So I feel like this has to be the red one. And then hold on. This pink one. Compass tries to point away from all the others. I feel like this is right because, well, it's not actually pointing away, but it is only pointing at. Here, do this. It is only pointing at the pink one. Ooh, hold on. This one doesn't move. Ooh, okay. So maybe the purple one goes here.
Nothing.
it's really
At least one of them doesn't seem to be a couple.
Doesn't want to solve the puzzle.
Nothing.
it's really
At least one of them doesn't seem to be a couple. Nothing.
it's really
At least one of them doesn't seem to be a couple.
Wait.
Nothing.
it's
At
really
least one of them doesn't seem to be a couple. That's the one.
Got it. Okay.
good job.
That's something unlock?
Nope.
Yeah, it did.
Nope.
I heard it. Sounded like a box opening.
Pure conjecture.
I found it.
It's open.
What is that? Some kind of scroll.
That is not for sale. Please don't touch it.
Too late.
Touching.
Sorry.
An old scroll hidden in the engine room. It unrolls to reveal a map. A red X is marked somewhere in the ocean. Service record. Ooh, 2 miles from the coast. Okay, cost waived. Let me ask you about this.
How much for this one?
It's not for sale.
Oh, too rare? Too valuable?
It's from my personal collection. I really hadn't intended for you to see it.
Well, we did see it.
What's it a map to, anyway? What's it the red X?
Now that's the question, isn't it?
You don't know?
Unfortunately, not.
Oh, let me ask about this broken compass.
What's
while
with
we're
all the
here.
needles and cogs and stuff?
It looks like Grip's halfway through fixing it. That's what I figured, anyway.
Ah, thank heavens! That's what I was hoping for.
Sorry, what?
Perhaps I should explain. You see, Miss Seafoam came to me with a compass she needed fixing. I went to put the needle back on, but Cynthia stopped me. No, she said. The whole thing is broken. You'll have to take a look at the insides. You'll have to replace the needle. For some reason, she seemed to need it to be true.
She needed the compass to be broken.
I told her I had various spare needles I could try out as replacements, and
Okay.
here we are.
And you left it out so Cynthia would see it? So she'd think you were actually fixing it?
That's the idea, yes. So if you kindly put it back where you found it.
Okay. Let's get on out of here real quick. To the next room. Cargo. Oh, Our Lady.
Hello. Ah, weary travelers. Take a seat by the fire, shake out your boots.
We're not weary travelers.
Then why do you both look so haggard and trail-worn?
Excuse you.
There goes my self-esteem for the rest of the day.
We're detectives. I'm Grimoire, and this is Sally. We're here investigating the murder of Magnus Mortuga, your previous captain.
My captain? Never.
Never.
My captain is the moonlight as it shimmers across the lake. My captain is the wind as it whispers through the valley.
Who is this woman?
No idea. I kind of like her, though.
My name is Moon. Mariana Moon.
Aha. And what do you do?
I do not do. I simply am.
Okay. Tell us about yourself.
So, what, you're just some random traveler?
A traveler, yes, but random, never. I'm here because I chose to be. I've been searching for the Mortuga submarine for some time, you know.
How
Yeah.
come?
How come? This thing is the motherlode
The motherlode of what?
of whispered half-truth, of murky rumor, of stories unspoken.
Oh, like urban myths and stuff.
Right. Urban myths and stuff.
So
you
you're
didn't
a
like that? She
historian.
didn't like that.
Historian, storyteller, rambler, ambler, fireside gambler.
How long have you been here?
Well, let's
Joker.
see.
Joker.
I arrived a few hours before the captain was murdered.
Oh, dang. Really?
Quite the story, isn't it?
But you're just on the submarine because you find it interesting.
Would that be such a crime?
No.
Suppose not.
Murder's
It
a
is.
crime, I'm pretty sure.
It is very odd timing. That's for sure.
A merciless wind rattles the rotting wood of the old Silkworm Harbor. The shadow of a vessel lurking low in the night-black water. A mysterious stranger steps onto her foredeck. Cloaked in darkness, she slips inside the submarine. Who is she? What is her dark purpose?
It's you. We get it.
A mysterious stranger, I said. She descends into an
said, "Let me
ornate
do my thing."
parlor. Empty, save for a lone figure standing by the fire.
So, not empty.
He turns, his face still half hidden in flickering shadow. It is Captain Magnus Mortuga.
What was he like?
Nice guy. Stoic, but polite. Kind. He tells me to wait in the control room and then disappears off towards the back of the ship. After a little while, he comes back. But now, he's a slightly different man.
What do you mean?
The light is gone from his eyes. He seems sad, angry. He avoids my gaze as he crosses the room to take hold of the wheel. He tells me to head down the ladder towards the mess hall. Doing so, I encounter two gentlemen named Mr. Werman and Mr. Grip. Neither of them look like sailors, so I know they can't be crew. I assume they must be guests like me. And true enough, it transpires that Mr. Werman is a writer and Mr. Grip is, some kind of watch repairman. Captain Mortuga reappears, descending the ladder. He asks the two men to show me around the submarine and introduce me to the others. Then he disappears through the rear corridor. It's the last time I see him alive. Mr. Werman apologizes, explains he's too tired, and leaves through the opposite corridor. Mr. Grip, unable to come up with such an excuse, agrees to show me around. Now, I wrote this down in my diary, so I may as well let you read it.
Let's read it.
Imagine my excitement to finally get a good look around the Mortuga submarine. I was even given a tour by one of Mortuga's subordinates, a Mr. Godric Grip. We began by visiting a bizarre laboratory known as the Dream Chamber. It smelled of dried herbs and dusty glass, but was devoid of its dream custodian. An early disappointment. The captain's cabin was locked. Mr. Grip explained how Captain Mortuga mostly keeps this room locked when it's not in use. We climbed down into the living quarters, where a pair of bunk rooms sat at the end of a corridor. The first smelled of crane dust and unwatered flowers.
Crane
The young
dust?
woman was laying in her bed, poring over an old document. She hastily hid the document away and introduced herself as Miss Cynthia
Ooh.
Seafoam, a name to remember, dear reader, as she will shortly become quite
hid
important.
a paper.
The second bunk room smelled of aftershave and desperation. The two men within, Mr. James Werman and Mr. Dirk Dansom, both appeared to be asleep, so we decided not to intrude. Next on the tour, a room inhabited, by the looks of things, by a young child who is also a stage magician. Sadly, this mythical child magician is nowhere to be seen. The room at the very end of the hallway was sealed with a heavy bulkhead door. Mr. Grip dismissed it as a storeroom that only Captain Mortuga makes use of. Perhaps you'll agree with me, dear reader, when I suggest the peculiarity of a simple storeroom being sealed off with such a significant door. Mr. Grip took me down to the cargo hold. It smells of damp wood and tarred rope. Yes, I describe it in the present tense, for it is here I sit as I write this very diary. Next door, the engine room, burnished bronze and tea-stained parchment. I learned that it's something of a nest for Mr. Grip himself, and thus was currently unoccupied.
Okay.
Outside, I encountered a Dr. Zacharias Zephyr, the aforementioned keeper of the Dream Chamber. Surprised to see us, he nearly dropped the empty glass bottle he was carrying. Clearly wishing to remove himself from the situation, the good doctor muttered something inaudible and disappeared up the ladder. We continued on into the next room, which I was amused to discover was some kind of shimmering mermaid grotto. I smelled her before I saw her, the unmistakable mix of
Sequined spandex.
seaweed and sequined spandex. It can only be Madame Tadpole, a name which may be familiar to long-time readers of this diary.
What?
Tadpole and I caught up while Mr. Grip skulked
Wait, you
to the
know
door,
Tadpole.
clearly hoping this would mark the end of the tour, but it did not, dear reader. It did not.
Right, so, yes, I can see there's one more room to visit. Mr. Grip insists it's just the bilge, a dark, dank and smelly place, ill-frequented by humankind. I tell him he couldn't have sold it to me better if he'd tried.
Well, alright, tell me about the night of the murder.
We enter the bilge, but it's too dark to see anything. Mr. Grip, who is clearly tiring of my company by this point, opens the vent in the ceiling to let in a little light. Moments later, a voice is heard, echoing down from above.
Whose voice?
A young woman, and then an older woman. I can't remember exactly what was said, but I remember thinking it sounded a little like poetry.
What happened next?
The sound of a scream, and then a dull thud.
Oh. Yeah, that sounds like a murder.
But which murder?
Anyway, by this point, I've used up all my patience. So I decide to take my leave. I thank Mr. Grip for the tour and return to my new lodgings in the cargo hold. I have to put up my tent twice, as on the first attempt, a sudden movement of the submarine undoes my progress. After some time, Mr. Grip and the young Miss Seafoam appear in my doorway. It seems they've come to fetch me for some kind of official submarine business. We head back towards the mess hall, Mr. Grip and Miss Seafoam heading up the ladder before me. I spot Dr. Zephyr emerging from the airlock. He has a glass bottle in one hand and what looks like an old leather bag in the other. I update him with what little information I have and attempt to catch up with the others. Laying on the floor is the body of Captain Magnus Mortuga. Amongst the living, mutterings are breaking out. Murder and mutiny, cauldrons and curses. But with Zephyr finally in attendance, Tadpole calls for order, demanding justice for her slain captain. But nobody really seems to know what to say. The next morning, it's announced that Miss Seafoam has taken over as captain. And, well, here we are.
Interesting.
Broad shoulders, long arms, good for reaching across a wheel. He had a hard face, but soft eyes. I'd wager he was once a very handsome man.
Do you know anything about his life before the submarine? Like if he had a family?
I'd never heard mention of his parentage, no.
But he lived in Silkworm. Do you know where exactly?
The only record I found lists him as living at the Stonetop Inn and working on
that's on my
board the
bingo.
Stonetop family sailing ship.
As the captain?
As a deckhand, and eventually as the helmsman.
So how'd he end up as the captain of a submarine?
All I could dig up was a rumour that he bought the submarine from the shipyard.
He bought it?
Or maybe he commissioned to have it built. Accounts vary on that.
Either way, how could Mortuga afford to buy a submarine?
My guess is that he didn't pay with money, but made some other kind of trade.
Interesting.
Worman, I know he once worked as a newspaper journalist. Oh, that's before he changed his name, of course.
Have you read his book, Hex of the Helmsman?
I, leafed through it. I must say he's got some good research skills. I'd love to know what his sources were.
What do you mean?
The book is very clearly a loose retelling of the real-life story of one Magnus Mortuga.
Really?
I saw Dirk wandering the halls this morning, like he was looking for something. I asked him what it was he'd lost, and he said he couldn't really describe it, but it looked a bit like a gun.
What?
So, something that looks like a gun,
Oh,
but
hold on, I
isn't
got it, Peggy.
actually a gun.
I can't imagine what he was talking about.
I think we got it.
I didn't expect to find a fellow herbologist on board. Dr. Zephyr really knows his rosehip from his rosemary. He's a chemist, too. Impressive, don't you think?
I don't know. I get the sense his work is more alchemy than chemistry.
He does seem rather secretive about it. I tried asking him about his experiments, but he seemed awfully reluctant to divulge any details.
Sounds familiar?
Symmetry was the only person I didn't see on my tour of the submarine. I realized later that she'd been with Mortuga at the time.
In the Illusion Theater?
You know what's funny? Nobody else calls it that. They all just call it the storeroom.
Tim
I'm led
was
to believe Illusion
with
Theatre is a name Miss
Matsuga.
Silkmoth came up with herself. Rather like how she came up with the name Symmetry Silkmoth.
That's not her real name?
It's not her birth name, no.
Wait, do you know her birth name?
I first met Tadpole when she was on the road, travelling with a group of performers. She had longer hair back then, of course.
Did you see her perform?
I got to see a rehearsal, but that was it. After that, I joined their camp for the night. Tadpole and I shared some stories, you know. I told her how I'd just been on a research trip to a town on the coast called Silkworm-on-Sea. She told me how their group went around performing in local theatres and town halls and whatnot. I mentioned that Silkworm actually had a little theatre that might be a good fit.
How come you didn't stay with them longer?
Their leader was a real bad apple. I was rather keen to be shot of him.
So, Mariana, what do you make of him? Godric, I mean.
I will say, for someone with such a novel outfit, he's ever so quiet.
Quiet?
You disagree?
I thought his whole
He was
thing was
quite
to be
chatty.
deliberately obnoxious.
He wasn't like that with you?
Not at all. Whilst showing me around the submarine, he was mostly subdued. Didn't say an awful lot.
Maybe you make him nervous.
Maybe you make him nervous.
Okay. Godric, quiet, around moon.
So, Mariana,
Tell
where
us
are you
about
from?
yourself.
No fixed address. That's the way it's been for some time.
Oh, I see.
But you came to Silkworm looking for the Mortuga submarine. How come?
I go wherever I please, which usually amounts to wherever has the most interesting rumors.
I don't want to be rude, but do you ever have to do work to get money?
From time to time, I've taken up work as a tour guide, a historian, a performing storyteller.
But how did you wind up getting onto the submarine? Isn't it a secret?
Well, if it's such a secret, how did you do it?
Hired.
Oh, I got a phone call from Cynthia Seafoam, and she told us to come to Silkworm.
And then the submarine came up to the harbor so we could get on.
Well, there we are. Perhaps that's how I did it, too.
Did you? Okay, let's ask about the clues.
As much as I love an old map, I wouldn't know where to start with this. I prefer maps that show some sort of land. Or, you know, some sort of anything. I never needed a compass. I prefer old-fashioned methods of navigation.
I'm pretty sure compass is the old-fashioned method.
Not as old as the sun and stars, and unlike this compass, they never break and need repairing.
I'm not sure it is broken, actually.
I don't know what that is.
Me neither.
Pretty sure Dirk
Tanya
knows.
Tapdole. Ah, I see what you did there.
I didn't do anything.
She's not talking to you.
Oh, that's quite some book. Did you take it from a werewolf, perhaps? Ah, that explains it.
No, it doesn't. Sniffing it and saying that explains it does not, in fact, explain it.
That algae is still young.
Meaning...
Meaning the bottle's been in the ocean, but not for all that long. Now, where did you find this?
Zephyr had it.
Get here now. Lillian's locket, silver snake, golden palm, mermaid... The mermaid's tongue.
You've heard of it?
Why does everyone know
Only
about
the
this?
name, and only when people were telling me it doesn't exist.
Maybe it doesn't.
But there's a photo.
It's a photo of a drawing.
What's it supposed to do, anyway? The description in the book here is pretty vague.
And they say it allows humans to commune directly with God while they're still alive.
What? God?
That's cool.
In here it says, said to facilitate communication with she who lies beyond the veil.
God's
She
woman,
who lies
her.
beyond the veil, God, other dimensions, aliens, the afterlife. You know, it varies. But the sentiment is the same. Though it's a wretched thing, really. An echo of man's desperate, futile desire to wring answers from a silent universe.
I can see why people would say it doesn't exist.
But Zephyr's trying to get hold of it.
Well,
Zephyr
he
has it.
may be. It depends.
On what?
The strength of his will.
It's really bugging me that everyone's like, oh, I've never seen this thing. This thing doesn't exist. And Zephyr's got it. I've seen it.
Mariana, I was wondering if you could tell us who's worn this.
How's she supposed to do that?
You know,
I mean, she
by the
got
smell.
here.
Oh, gross.
Very well. Let's see. I'm getting wind-battered mahogany, ice-cold sea spray, and mostly melted candle wax.
Great, thanks.
Cool.
If I'm not mistaken, this little part at the front is actually a microphone. I can't speak to what that is squirming around in the bottle there, but the liquid is salt water with a mix of herbs. I suppose Zephyr must have a pestle mortar. I might ask to borrow it.
Which herbs?
Valerian, skullcap, and chamomile.
And it's very impressive, actually.
These diagrams. They're detailing the time and place to find the Mortuga submarine. Of course, it would be possible just to write it out in words, but this has been done with astronomy and lunar phases.
Why?
My guess is that it's intended to incite curiosity in the recipient. It's more effective than if they'd just written, "Come to this place at this time." It feels less like a trap this way.
You know, true. She has a very good point.
Mr. Werman's typewriter. It's got a good example of the fellow emblem there on the back. See?
Fellow emblem? What is that?
A ZX5. Nice piece of kit. Polycarbonate shell, tactile interface, unusually good battery life. I mean, it's a cell
Unusual.
phone. Whose is it?
Dirk Danson.
I suppose that makes the most sense. After all, Mortuga really didn't seem like the cell phone type. Sorry, Belisha Bonetop.
Yeah,
No, I
that's
thought
what
it
she's
was a
called in
great
the
name.
book too. Marcus Mordoom's captain/love interest.
Flying a little close to the sun with that name, aren't they?
Oh.
It carries something of the cadaver about it. Might be the smell, rust and stagnant seawater. Perhaps it came from the ocean. Have you asked Madame Tadpole about it? This marks a pivotal moment in
You're a
Silkworm's
glitch
history.
mushroom. You
The day the
you're a glitch
silver
mushroom. You
snake was
changed your name.
discovered. It also
Gotcha.
shows the two women who
Welcome.
found it. Felicia Stonetop, that's her on the left, and Sylvia Seafoam on the right.
Hang on, we
Alicia
saw a statue of this in the
Bonetop.
town square, but on the statue, the serpent was shown being wrestled by a male fisherman.
Yes, well, that's history for you. There's only one thing more mysterious than a locked box, and that's an unlocked box that's been emptied of its contents.
Did you ever come across the cauldron in your research?
No, it really does seem to be something Mortuga's been keeping to himself.
What do you make of those scratch marks?
I'm not sure. They don't really look like anything made by an animal.
That's a relief. Wait, is it?
I'm gonna look at that clue later.
It's a piece of an old sail, roughly cut into a square.
Do you recognize this, Mariana?
Should I?
Well, we just figured since there's a moon drawn on the label.
So because my name is Moon, all moon-related things must belong to me?
Even if it's not yours, do you have any idea what it is?
It's a herbal compound of some kind. Valerian, skullcap, chamomile, and seawater.
So, not poison.
Maybe it's medicine. those herbs do anything in particular?
Isn't that
I
the same
suppose
mix
it could
that
be
you
a
said was in the
sleep
hex?
aid, like a mild sedative?
Interesting.
Yeah, hold on. You say that was the same thing
I
from the
can't speak
hex?
to what that is squirming around in the bottle there, but the liquid is salt water with a mix of herbs. I suppose Zephyr must have a pestle and mortar. I might ask to borrow it.
Which herbs?
Valerian, skullcap, and chamomile.
Yeah. Hex water, same as moon vial.
Mariana, you visited Silkworm before, didn't you? Was Sim's magic show in the theater back then?
No, when I passed through, the theatre wasn't showing anything. This very poster was up on the walls, but they'd covered it with a banner that said cancelled.
So that must have been after Sim left. But before the theater had booked a new act.
Ah, now we're getting to it. The reason all of us are here, really.
How so?
The Silver Snake, the Mortuga submarine. Did you ever stop and wonder, why here? Why this particular part of the coast? It all stems from a single truth. There's something hiding in the water. Something big. Now, it wasn't my intent to cause you any lasting unease. Look, we three, we're merely tourists here, passers-by. Take my advice. Keep your distance from all this, so you can still walk away at the end.
What?
I believe Mortuga used its light to alert others to the location of the submarine. On the rare occasions when he wished to do such a thing, of course.
That's how it happened with us. Although I guess it was Cynthia, not Mortuga.
You know, for some time now, I've heard stories of sailors seeing a green light in the ocean at night.
Well, I guess you have your explanation.
The problem is, several of the stories predate the Mortuga submarine.
I mean, this buoy does look pretty old, though.
Pass it here, I'll show you something amusing. See this photograph on the inside cover?
It's a picture of Worman, isn't it?
If it is, it's a very flattering one.
It's not Worman at all. It's his rather more handsome father, Mayor Damien Dusk.
Get out. Really?
No word of a lie. I see Cynthia's proudly wielding the Seafoam S in her signature there.
Why shouldn't she?
Of course, she's well within her rights to do so, but I do
Seafoam
think perhaps
S.
it sends a certain message.
What message would that be?
I claim this submarine in the name of the Seafoam family. Something like that, don't you think?
Okay. Alright, we're gonna take a quick looky-loo around. No. Because there might be another puzzle, and I don't want to get... It's a very short stream today. Unfortunately, I didn't get home until pretty late, and I do want to take a quick shower. But, yeah, thanks everyone for stopping by, hanging out. We'll be back on Monday with some demos and indie games. We will continue this game, I think, Thursday? Because Tuesday, Wednesday, we're going to be playing Devil May Cry. And then, yeah, I think Thursday, Friday, we'll play this. So, yeah, thanks everyone for stopping by. Or maybe we'll play more of this on Monday as well. We'll see. But thanks for stopping by. I appreciate you guys coming by, hanging out. Those of you playing bingo with us, thank you. I didn't get Blackout. Did any of you get Blackout? Let me see who's online. Okay, Rageful Riot's online, so we're gonna raid out to him, and I will catch you all later. If it'll let me raid out quickly. Please and thank you. Shit, actually, maybe we'll continue this Monday, because I want to know the mystery. But yeah, alright, I'll see you cuties later. Night-night. Okay, yeah, see ya. Bye.